Hi, I'm Javen Baker, and this week we're not going to have a video, but I do want to keep you updated because I'm going to move into another series. So we did Undead, and when I initially came up with the idea and was talking with Guff about doing this, we kind of talked about the big iconic monster of Dungeons and Dragons, and it's dragons. So we're gonna do a series on dragons, and it's quite a lofty goal. So what I think I'm gonna do, and I just want to give you all an idea of what to look forward to in the next few weeks, is I have it kind of set up already, and I'm thinking I'm going to do a 4-part series. So there will be each dragon type will be a series. The 3 big main types of dragons are your chromatics, which are colored dragons. Your red, black, white, green, blue. Then you have your metallic dragons, which it's your brass, copper, silver, gold. And then you have gem dragons, amethyst. I think there's a topaz dragon. I'm not sure if it's one of the normal ones, but there's several dragons and species of dragon, but they all kind of fit into one of 3 taxonomical classes. And what I would like to just do this video on is kind of define what a dragon is. And the last section that I do will actually be special dragons, sort of akin to if you're familiar with Norse mythology at all, the Lenorm, children of the serpent Jormungand. They are the Norse dragons. We might cover some Oriental dragons, and one of my favorite, the dragon of Athos. Athos is the Dark Sun campaign setting. We may cover pseudo dragons, fang dragons. There's really no limit to what we can cover, but just like something on my mouth here, piece of mustache hair. I just want to briefly discuss kind of what dragons are. So your typical Western dragon in D&D, which is kind of what we're looking at as a Western dragon, has usually higher than human intelligence, very, very smart. They almost universally love treasure. A lot of them are fond of riddles. A lot of them have very ambitious goals. This is true for most dragons. There's not many aloof dragons. They do exist, but most dragons are, I'm not going to say very structured, but very goal-oriented, which I guess can be structured, but it's a little different than that. Now, you can get into different taxonomy, such as Hellkites and things like that, but I'm not too big into that personally. A dragon in Dungeons and Dragons will have 2 wings on its back, typically. And this, like I said, this is your chromatics and things like that. This is a pretty tried and true Western dragon. It has 4 legs, and and a long tail, usually about the length of its body, if not a little bit longer. The length of its body, including its neck. And then a lot of them usually have longer necks with a head on it. I had something here. I'll be right Now, naturally, like any scientist, I retain highly artesian crafted models of my subjects. So, what we're looking at here is my personal favorite, a black dragon. Can't hold it still enough to focus here. There you go. As you can see, 4 legs, 2 wings on its back, a long neck with a head here, and then you can't necessarily see it. Oops, it's this camera thing with the tail there. Wraps around and tapers off there. But if you were to lay the tail out, it would be roughly the length of the body. And then on some species or different types of chromatic dragons or gem dragons or metallic dragons, it can be the length of the body. And all dragons typically have magical powers, ability to fly, communicate in many languages, and that's kind of what makes them big bad evil guys, or just good, tough, high-level fights. They also make for interesting campaign material if you are using good dragons versus bad dragons, or neutral dragons, stuff like that. Typically you don't want to throw them on encounter tables or anything like that. So that being said, I think that's about it. So if you have any questions or comments, any dragon that you need to make sure that I cover in the etc. dragons category, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'm David Baker, and this has been Intro to Dragons and how we are defining dragons.